ಮಹೇಶ್ವರಃ ಗುರುಸ್ಸಾಕ್ಷಾತ್ ಪರಂ ಬ್ರಹ್ಮ ತಸ್ಮೈ ಶ್ರೀ ಗುರವೇ ನಮಃ. Now here are some avyayas. Avyaya means having vyaya means what you say that? Degeneration. Vyaya means degeneration. Degeneration means having vibhakti, linga and vachana. Linga, vibhakti, vachana. So avyaya is which doesn't have these three. Linga, vachana, vibhakti means it has got a one fixed form. All the time it is used as that particular form. Okay, therefore in English he calls them as indeclinables. Okay, now let us put them. Place. The same words we shall rearrange slightly so that it becomes easy to remember. So place wise, atra means here. You can see the second word. The next is tatra, because he jumbled these words. Jumbled means he went by alphabetical order. Because while translating, when you come across a new word in the sentence, you want to know the meaning of it. So if it is in alphabetical order, it can be easily searched. Therefore you can put both. One is in alphabetical order, this is in another order which is easy to remember the meanings. So first is, I think if he has given a number it would have been easier. I think 1, 2. Second one is atra. Then the middle column, second from below, tatra. So atra means here, tatra means there, isn't it? Kutra means is a question, where. Kutra, where. Atra means here, it is a place only. Tatra, there. See, ta, that refers to dura. Atra, a, is near. Atra, here. Tatra, far away. Kutra, where. You are putting a question. Then another word is yatra. This yatra is a relative. This yatra word we don't have in South Indian languages. It is in Hindi. Yatra means jahan. See, jahan hai wahan dekho, isn't it? Means jaisa hai vaisa. So that jaisa, jahan, that expression we don't have here. Yelli andre we use the same word kutra only for in place of yatra. Kutra means yellidiyo alli nodu. Yelli andre it could be kutra. Velli could be yatra. See, this yatra means where, it is a relative term. Yatra, tatra. Yatra goes with tatra. See, where it is, there you look at it. Where word is used in two ways in English. One is where means directly question, where is it? Another is where you find, there it's, no, where it is, there you find it. So here the where is a relative term. Andre, yellide in Kannada when you ask, yelli you are putting a question. Another is, yellidiyo alli hudkabeku, athava yavan tandano avane. See, yavanu is a general question. Another is, yavanu ಮಾಡಿದ್ದನೋ, ಯಾವನು ಇಲ್ಲಿಗೆ ಬಂದನೋ ಅವನೇ. ಆಹಾ, ಯಾರು ಕೊಟ್ಟನೋ ಅದು ಇವನೇ. ಅಂದರೆ ಯಾರು ಎನ್ನುವುದು ಜೋ, ಒನ್ ಹೂ ಹ್ಯಾಸ್ ಗಿವನ್ ಈಸ್ ದಿಸ್. ಸೊ ಹಿಯರ್ ಇಟ್ ಈಸ್ ಅ ರಿಲೇಟಿವ್ ಯತ್ರ. ಯತ್ರ ಮೀನ್ಸ್ ವೇರ್ ಇಟ್ ಈಸ್, ದೇರ್ ಯು ಫೈಂಡ್ ಇಟ್. ಸೊ ವೇರ್ ಈಸ್ ಅ ರಿಲೇಟಿವ್ ಟರ್ಮ್. ವೇರ್ ಆಲ್ವೇಸ್ ಗೋಸ್ ವಿತ್ ತತ್ರ. ಯತ್ರ ತತ್ರ, ಯತ್ರ ತತ್ರ. ಸೊ ಯತ್ರ ಈಸ್ ಅ ರಿಲೇಟಿವ್. This relative expression you find in Hindi, probably in other North Indian languages also, but in South we don't have. I don't know how we don't have, come to have. Anyway, so one is this a place. Another is time. Shall we take time? Okay, time. Let us take the time wise. Time means atra is here, tatra is there. Kutra is where, yatra means where in a relative sense. Then time means now. Now means two words are there. Adhuna. Adhuna, now. There means tada. This is kada. This is yada. Adhuna is now. Tada, then. Kada, when. Isn't it? Atra is here, adhuna is now. Tatra is there, tada is then. Kutra is where, kada is, kutra is where, kada is when. So when ka is there, ka in the word, that means a question. Kutra where, kada is when. Then yatra, where is a relative. Yada, when. See, when you want, then I'll come. When is a general question, but here when you want, then I come. Or whenever you want, then I come. So this is a when, then. When, then is a relative. Yada, tada. Yada, tada, go relative. Yada, tada. So it is yada is a relative to tada. See, when in English, yada means when, but in English there is another expression, whenever. Whenever means we have no direct word whenever like that. In Indian languages we say yada yada, yavaga yavaga. Whenever you think of me, I shall come there. Whenever it is required, I'll come and give you. This whenever is one word. But in English, yada yada, whenever you want, means yavaga yavaga, ellelli. It also yatra yatra, yatra yatra raghunatha kirtanam, yatra yatra, wherever. See that wherever is a one word, whereas in Indian languages we use them twice, the same word, yatra yatra. Idu allelli kandu baruttade, tatra tatra. Just like Indian languages, all other things. See, yatra yatra raghunatha kirtanam, tatra tatra. There you find him. Wherever this is there you find it. So for this yatra yatra tatra tatra, yada yada, whenever you want, tada tada means whenever you want, then I'll come. Or tada tada means now and then. Like that. So just like Indian languages alone. So adhuna is now. You can repeat. Adhuna now. Tada then. Kada when. Yada is when, relative sense.
Yada when in relative sense.
Atra here. Tatra there. Kutra where. Yatra where in relative sense. Okay, then the time, then the manner. Manner of doing. In this way. Manner means way. Manner or way. Okay. This way, that way. In what way? In whichever way. Like this. The way or manner. For this you say Itham. Itham. This is Tatha. Katham. Yatha. It's a manner. The meaning. Itham.
Itham.
In this way, in this manner. Tatha, in that way. Katham, in what way? How? Or we say how. Yatha means yatha means difficult to translate because in English we don't have that. It's a relative term. So it means yatha tatha. As means in what manner you want, that manner I'll do. In what way, in whichever way. In whichever yatha raja tatha praja. See, idu yatra yatra raghunatha kirtanam tatra tatra krutamastakanja. Here you say yada yada, then you quoted one shot. Dharmasya glanir tada. Whenever it happens, then I do. Yatha, whatever way you want, in whichever way you want, that way. So it is a relative, yatha. So this is about the way or manner, these four. This is about time and this is about place. You remember them or you should repeat once again? So because these words are here, I am only rearranging them. All these words are only from the book alone. Here, one more thing I'll tell you. Adhuna, there is an additional word, idanim also. Here, there is an idanim. Idanim also means now. Adhuna also means now. So, adhuna in Indian languages, adhunatana. Adhunatana is there? For modern, what do you call?
For adhunika.
Adhunika, same thing. Adhunika, adhunatana, adhunika. This adhuna, today. Ika means belonging to that. Adhunika.
Okay.
Adhunika. Then idanim. Adhunika or idanim. There is another word for it, idanim. Okay. This one more word I say, idanim. For ittam, one more word is there. Evam. Evam means in this way or thus. Thus also we can, this is a general meaning it is. Thus or this way. Thus or this. In this way or in that way, it can be both. Evam. Then one more one is where is tataha? In old English, I don't know how to say it.
Second.
I know the meaning I am telling. He is giving a old English meaning and that nobody understands, then how to give a modern English meaning, I am looking for it. So here, ataha. Ataha means therefore. Ataha means hence, let us say, hence. Then for these things, tataha, kutaha, yataha. Here there is no place. Or shall I remove and write? Okay. So here it is. From. Itaha. Itaha or ataha, it could be any. Ataha. Hence or therefore. Yataha. Ataha means hence. It can mean hence, or it can mean from this. From this. Because of this, on account of this. It is all Panchami Vibhakti. From this. From this we understand. Ataha. Or it can mean from here. It can mean place, it can mean reason, it can mean time also. Tataha, thereafter. Tataha, therefore. Tataha, due to that. So all those things. Kutaha, from where. From where and why. Kutaha means from where and why. Isn't it? Why means reason. It can be place, it can be time, it can be reason, all the three. For all these things. Time, place, reason. You can write all the three. Time, place, reason. Ataha means hence means due to this reason. See, something this happened. Therefore, ataha, hence means on account of this, because of that. From that it is deriving. From that it is deriving. So ataha. Then from place you can say from here. Ataha. Time also you can say hereafter. In place from here. Time from here means from now. Reason from this. Reason from this means because of this. So it can be time, place, reason. Tataha also. Tataha means thereafter. Tataha means from there. Tataha means because of that. See, it is ataha is near, tataha is that. Tataha is because of that. Tataha is thereafter. Tataha means from there. Okay. Then kutaha. Kutaha means why. Kutaha means from where. Kutaha means from when. But same place, time and reason. Kutaha, why, for what reason, why, what reason, from where. Kutaha agacchati, from where does he come. Kutaha agacchati, from where. Then kutaha means time wise also. Okay, what time should we start? Kutaha arabhyate, at what time. Then kutaha means at what point you start. Kutaha from what point, for what reason, from. All this means Panchami, that's why I told from. From means Panchami Vibhakti Artha. Then yataha means since this is, therefore hence. Since hence. In English we have got a since. So yataha means since. Since can mean place, since can mean time, since can mean reason. Yataha, since this happened, hence, therefore this. So since, hence. So it is yataha is a reason and yataha is a relative and tataha. Yataha does it, tataha therefore. Yataha he has come, yataha he wants it, tataha we reply. Since he is asking, yataha he is asking, tataha we reply. So since he is doing and therefore we do it. Since and hence. So like this is from. Panchami. From means it can be, you can't translate exactly in English. Therefore we have to explain these two things. It can mean from the place, it can mean the time, it can mean the reason. All these are Panchami Vibhakti. Earlier we told the place. Atra, tatra, kutra, yatra. For that I didn't want to wipe out because the board is small, I can't help it. Now we can add one more. Earlier you remember, you have in your notebook. Here place we have told. Here it is there, just imagine. Atra, tatra, kutra, yatra. The meaning is atra means here. Tatra, there. Kutra, where. Yatra, where, relative. Now you can add two more. Sarvatra. Sarvatra, everywhere. Anyatra, elsewhere. Sarvatra, everywhere. Anyatra, elsewhere. Now these five, one list is complete. Isn't it? Now you read the list. Atra, tatra, atra here, tatra there, kutra where, yatra where, wherever or where, atava yatra, if you repeat it, wherever, where it is. Then another thing is sarvatra, everywhere, anyatra, another way. That means tra means place. Tra refers to place. Not doesn't mean literally, but it refers to place. Like time wise. Adhuna, now, or idanim. We have got two words there. Adhuna or idanim means now. Tada, then. Kada, when. Yada means whenever. Yada, whenever. That's a relative. Whenever this happens, then you do it. So it's, then the same thing continuing. It's now you say sarvatra, we told all places. For you say sarvada, all time. Sarvada is all time. Then anyada, another time. Sarvada and anyada. So for this five, same five. So if you put the table like this, their similarity, it is easy to remember. That's why I put it. He did them, but he did a whole alphabetical order. His interest is only on alphabetical order. So remembering all these are unconnected words. How do you remember? It looks that they throw them, all of them, into one heap, and picking up each one looks unconnected. Here there is an order, there is a logic. So if you remember one, all of them, you can see them ku. Wherever ka comes, it is all questioning. Ya comes all relative. Ta comes is a distance. A comes near. See, this is the A and E. See, A and E comes, it is a near. Ta means all there. See here you see. Tatra, tada, tatha, tataha. All means that. Now we got kutaha. Ka means why, what, when, all the question. Kutaha, kutra, kada, katham, kutaha. All this question. Iga ya is relative. Now you can see. Yatra, yada, yatha, yataha. All is relative. So I think this way it is easy to remember. So I put them like this in order. I think you have to write a table.
Yeah, true.
What I have just now told. If you put here you see. If you put that atra, tatra, kutra, and then two things which I added, two more, sarvatra and anyatra. This Bhandarkar is not given, but just now how long should we wait? We can give it directly because it goes with that table. It becomes easy to remember, and in Indian languages it is there. You don't have to memorize it; it's already there. So it becomes easy. 5 we have told. So here, if you put the 5 place, this is the time. Then here we added two of them, sarvada. Sarvada means all time. Anyada means at another time. Not now, anyada. Now you see, now can I come to you now? Can I see you? No. Not now. Na adhuna, you see. Na adhuna, not now. Then when kada, see, adhuna vadami. I want to speak to you. He say, na adhuna, not now. Then kada, anyada. Like that. Anyada, some other time. Like that. So with these things, I think lot of communication, these pronouns, these what you call avyayas, are highly useful because lot of speaking covers within this. See, these 5 words I have told. These 5. If you take these 20 words, I think a lot of ideas you can cover within this 20. Lot of ideas you can cover. Now, this we have added 2 more to this time. Now the way. For the way we repeat them. Ittam or evam. Ittam in this manner. Evam can mean in this, in that. It's a fluctuating between these two. Evam means so. Evam means thus, in this manner, in that manner. Evam. Tatha, in that manner, or in that way. Katham, how? In what manner? Katham gacchati. How does he go? Yanena gacchati. Yanam means a vehicle. Yanena gacchati, vahanena gacchati. Katham gacchati, katham agacchati, how does he come? Atla. Kada agacchati, when does he come? Kutaha agacchati, from where does he come? So these 20 words, if you remember well, I think a lot of speaking, so many sentences you can make with this thing. So this table, I think it's an easy to remember. I think the board doesn't permit, otherwise I would have put this here only. So if you put all these 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, these 4 columns, one table of 4 columns. Here itself you can write the meaning also if possible. Here some words have got extra, two words also. There should be some little space for two words, leave it and make a table like that, and that becomes easy. Then yat, okay, katham, how. Yatha means as you do, so. As and so. See this also, yada tada, when and this, as you do, so you can do. See, tatha means so. Tatha means in that manner. Tatha means so. Yatha you want, tatha I shall do. As you want, so I'll do. So tatha means in that way, in that manner, or so. Yatha means as. As means in what manner, in whichever manner. So it is a relative. In which manner you want, in that manner I'll do. In which way you want, in that way I shall do. So yatha ichchati, as you do wish it, tatha karomi. Yathechchasi tatha kuru. Yatha ichchasi, as you wish, tatha kuru. Thus you do it. Yatha ichchasi, as you desire, tatha kuru. Yatha ichchasi, tatha karomi. As you want, so I do. Yatha ichchati, tatha karomi. As you want, so I do. So all these things are, that's why I told the first few shlokas if we read, we find these words are familiar. Even if they are not directly used, but at least some shlokas we know them. Those shlokas, if you are familiar, yathechchasi tatha kuru, the sentences also we quote, but we don't know the meaning. Here you can see it is very easy to understand. It's easy to understand. Okay. Now, tada, all these things are over. But now regarding the time, now shall I? No, here, sarvada I told, but there is one more word here, sada or sarvada, 2 words are there. See, tada, kada, yada, here you can add the sada or sarvada. Sada or sarvada. Here, he gives sada. In the next page, you can see the middle column, first word. Next page, middle column. Why do you go to next page?
Okay.
Next means idu. Middle column.
Middle column. So, which is middle column here, starting, sada always.
So, sada is always. So, you can see, da means time.
Da means time.
Da refers to time. Tra refers to space. Tha, it knows. Ending the tha. See, ittham tha, tatha, katha, yatha. It means manner. Tha refers to manner. I think the board is too small. I am not able to do anything. See here, tra refers to place. Da refers to time. And tha refers to manner. And it becomes easy. Now, a refers to near, ta refers to far, ku refers to question mark, ya refers to relative. Now these alphabets we know. Ending letters also we know. Ending tra. Add to the tra to all. Da to all makes the time. Tha means manner. Now the sada or sarvada or anyada, another way. Here you say sarvatra, anyatra for that other one. Okay, then for this now you have to say ittam, let us say in this manner. Tatha, in that manner or so. Katham, how, in what manner or how. Yatha, as, in what manner, in which manner, in whichever manner, like that. Next for these things, sarvatha atava anyatha. You can add sarvatha. Sarvatha means in all ways. In all ways, or any ways you can say, isn't it? In all ways or in any way. In any manner, sarvatha, in any manner, in any case, like that sarvatha. Or anyatha, in other ways. Anyatha means in other ways, in other way. So, sarva anya words are known to us. So, from this, the earlier we added sarvatra. Tra means place. Sarvatra, all places. Anyatra, another place. Sarvatra asti. Sarvatra asti. Anyatra asti. Anyatra gacha. Not here. Anyatra gacha. Na atra. Not here. Anyatra gacha. See? Na atra. Not here. Tarhi kutra gachami. Anyatra gacha. So, anyatra gacha. Go elsewhere. Like that. Adhuna. No. Adhuna samayo nasti. Tarhi kada agantavyam. Anyada agadi. Anyada. Kadachit anyada. Some other time. Then sada sarvada. Sada sarvada same. Different word. Now here you see in manner. These last two words I am adding, he has not covered. Okay, one sada he has covered. Okay, now repeat it. Itham, in this manner. Tatha, in that manner or so. Katham, how, in what manner. Yatha, in whichever manner, in what manner. As, like that. Sarvatha, in all manner or in any ways. In any way, in any manner. Sarvatha, in any manner it must be done. In any way it must be done. Anyhow, in any manner it must be done. Sarvatha, agad, see, come, see, either you come this way, that way, today or tomorrow, but in any manner you must come. Sarvatha agantavyam. In any manner, either today, tomorrow, or any. Anyatha, in another way. And then they say, Anyatha sharanam nasti. Tvameva sharanam mama. See, these words we don't know Sanskrit, still we can understand. Anyatha sharanam nasti. Nasti, we don't know what is that asti word, verb. As is verb, ti is pratyaya, we don't know. But still Indians understand. Anyatha sharanam nasti. Tvameva sharanam mama. Mama we know. Sharanam we know. Tvameva we know. See, Indians without knowing Sanskrit, how they know it? See, you bring any Indian. Anyatha sharanam nasti. Tvameva sharanam mama. You ask the meaning, he will tell. Do you know Sanskrit? No, I don't know. But how do you know? I understand. See, this is how, this sentence I think we should note down. See, Shubhasya Shigram, Yatha Raja Tatha Praja. These are certain proverbs which we use commonly, which we don't know the word meaning, but we have a general idea of them. So that way Sanskrit is well known to us. Anyatha sharanam nasti, tvameva sharanam mama. Isn't it? Anyatha sharanam nasti tvameva sharanam mama. So through this you can teach Sanskrit. Anyatha sharanam, yatha raja tatha praja. This is also a common word. Yatha raja tatha praja. ಇನ್ನು ಯಾವುದು ಸಂಸ್ಕೃತ ಪ್ರಾವರ್ಬ್ಸ್ ಕಾಮನ್ಲಿ ನೋನ್ ಟು ದ ಪೀಪಲ್? I think I am not able to recall instantly. Buddhik karmanusarini. Have you ever heard? Buddhik karmanusarini. This is the proverb we generally quote. Buddhi karmanusarini. Devo durbala ghatakaha. These are all proverbs commonly used. Have you ever heard this thing? Devo durbala ghataka. Anyway, so whatever people know will tell now. Don't know it, will leave it. Some more are there. Okay. Now I'll wipe out and add some more. Okay? Now board is small, I can't retain all these things. Same thing, only rewriting so that it becomes easy to remember. Another thing is yesterday, today, tomorrow. For these three words. Okay? For today, adya. It is the and ya, not dha. Okay. Adya. Then yesterday ki hya. Yes, it is sa becomes a visarga. Hyaha. For tomorrow, shvaha. Adya is today. Hyaha is yesterday. Ha ki yavattu. Hyaha. Then day before yesterday ki. Did he say? Prahyaha. See here, first they say parashvaha. Shvaha, parashvaha. Hindi, do you know Hindi? They call parson. Have you ever heard? Kal or parson? Parson means parashvaha alone, parson. Even Muslims use it. They don't know it comes from Sanskrit. In Hindi there are many, in Urdu many words borrowed from Hindi, but all those words have got roots in Sanskrit. Parson they call. Parson is parashvaha. Ankh, akshi. Kan, karna. Many words are there. Hath, hasta. Paam, pada. So in Urdu also uses certain Hindi words whose roots are found in Sanskrit. If you make a list of them, we should make a list of the words which are found in Urdu. Sanskrit words found in Urdu. You'll find plenty of them. Then showing that we can make Sanskrit as a national language because they also have many words. May not be all words, but even verbs also. Khana, khadati, dekhna. See, dekhna, darshanam. From the darshanam comes dekhna. Sunna, shrunoti. Sunna, all these are, they say sunna, dekhna, chalna, chalati. Ana, jana, ayati, jana, gachati, like that. Ayati, ayati. All these are Urdu words. All these are Sanskrit words. You make a list of all these things, show them how Sanskrit is there already in your Urdu. Then why should they oppose? We don't bother. We say, oh, Sanskrit. They say, you are imposing. Sanskrit is an old language. You see what they argumented? Sanskrit is a classical language. If you teach the Sanskrit classical language, then we have to teach Arabic also, which is a classical language. They lie. See, this is the argument. Hindus have no reply because we don't think. We are only. I told them long before, you make a list of the words commonly used in Urdu and show them. And what percentage of Sanskrit words are there? Then why should you oppose? When they are, see, sir they say, shiraha is Sanskritam, padaha, palm. So, if you show these things, how many Sanskrit words are through Hindi have entered into Urdu? What percentage? And in fact, through them to teach Sanskrit, already words that are existing in Hindi, in Urdu, through them you teach Sanskrit. You can teach them a few sentences. Teach them a few sentences. Then they found, hey, so many words, Sanskrit is easy, already there in Urdu. True. So this way we write a book like that. From all Indian languages teach, that I told you already. Through our own mother tongue, you write a book. Through Kannada, through Telugu, through Hindi, through Tamil, through all our mother tongues like Gujarati, like Marathi, through Marathi, Sanskrit, through Hindi, Sanskrit, through Telugu, Sanskrit, one book. First, what are the existing words? Through the words you do. Then next, which are common proverbs and certain words, expressions we use. Through names. Names are there because Muslims also use all Hindu names, they use them. So through names you teach them Sandhi and etc. Then next step go, third step go. Then use them 50% you already know, but another 50 is easy. Then why should you oppose Sanskrit as a national language? So we make a case, a strong case which nobody can oppose. But we only try to impose, we all one, only thing. No, if we all won, all problems are solved. They present simply, they make it a statement which enrages them, they get angry, they oppose and all this. They say, oh, our own people are not united, therefore these are all problems. We should all be united. What is this? Let all come to Shaka, all are united, so nobody opposes. United means nobody should blindly follow, that's what they mean. United means, according to RSS, it should be uniform, it should be blind acceptance. If you think, unity suffers. Therefore, don't think, don't differ, don't think, don't differ, because unity suffers. For them, unity means uniformity and non-thinking, blind acceptance. Uniformity and blind acceptance is considered as the unity. Their concept of unity. Anyway, okay. So, hyaha, adya. Parahyaha, you can say. Parahyaha. Paraha means a day before yesterday. ನೀವೇನು ಹೇಳ್ತೀರಿ ಕನ್ನಡದಲ್ಲಿ? ಮೊನ್ನೆ. ಈ ಮೊನ್ನೆಗೂ ಪ್ರಹ್ಯಃ, ಪರಹ್ಯಃ, ಸಾರಿ. This letter is coming double line. Okay, Parashyah, Adya is today, Hya is yesterday, Parashyah day before yesterday. Tomorrow Shwaha, day after tomorrow. ಅಂದರೆ ಈ ಕನ್ನಡದಲ್ಲಿ ಏನು ಹೇಳ್ತಾರೆ? ನಾಡಿದ್ದು. ನಾಳೆ ನಾಡಿದ್ದು, ನಾಡಿದ್ದು ಪರಶ್ವಹ, ಲೈಕ್ ದಟ್. ಓಕೆ, ಈಗ once we have told these things, then the remaining words we make a list of them. ಈಗ remaining words we study them from beginning. Ataha we have studied, Atra we studied, Adya we have studied, Aduna we have studied. Only Api. Api we have already, Api also we have studied, only repeating is just. Because since he is covering all avyayas, so he is adding earlier avyayas also. Okay. Then iti is an extra word. Iti means so or thus. Iti means thus or in this manner. Iti also means in this manner. Evam also. But iti can mean ಹೀಗೆ ಎಂದು ಹೇಳಿದ್ದಾನೆ ಹೇಳ್ತಾರಲ್ಲ, ಎಂದು. ಆ ಎಂದುಕ್ಕೆ ಇತಿ ಸೇಸ್. ಇತಿ ಅವೋಚತ್, ಇತಿ ವದತಿ. ವಾಟ್ ಡಸ್ ಈ ಸೇ? ಯು ಕೋಟ್ ಇ ಸ್ಟೇಟ್ಮೆಂಟ್, ಇತಿ ವದತಿ, ಎಂದು ಹೇಳುತ್ತಾನೆ. ಸೇ ಇತಿ and thus he says. So it means so he says. So it is. So like this, iti means like that. Iti means in English so or thus. He has given two meanings. Ittam we have covered. Iva is another word. Iva means vale. Iva means like. And hage, adara hage. Iva means like. Iva means as. Rama iva, like Rama. Ramaha iva, Krishnaha iva Ramaha. Krishna, like Krishna is Rama. Krishna iva, like him. Like means similarity, comparison. Like that, like this. Eva. Okay, eva means only. This eva, have you ever heard? Eva means not only. Eva means in Kannada, I think in South Indian it is easy to express. In Hindi also we can say. Correct. Tvameva, you alone. You alone are. Eva means to emphasize that alone, not other. Like that. Hindi mein wahi hai, wahi hai. Tatraiva asti, tatra eva, alliye. ತದೈವ ಆವಾಗಲೇ, ತಥೈವ ಹಾಗೆ, ಎಲ್ಲಕ್ಕೆ ಏವ ಸೇರಿಸ ಸಂಧಿ, ವೇರೆವರ್ ಸಂಧಿ ಇಸ್ ಪಾಸಿಬಲ್ ವಿ ಮೇಕ್ ದೆಮ್. ತತ್ರೈವ ಅಲ್ಲೇ ಇದೆ, ಅತ್ರೈವ ಅಸ್ತಿ, ಅತ್ರ ಹಿಯರ್, ಅತ್ರೈವ ಅಸ್ತಿ ಇಲ್ಲೇ ಇದೆ, ಹಾಗೆ. ರಾಮ ಏವ ಅಸ್ತಿ, ರಾಮ ಅಲೋನ್ ಇಸ್ ದೇರ್, ಲೈಕ್ ದಟ್. ಏವ ಮೀನ್ಸ್ ದಟ್ ಅಲೋನ್, ಓನ್ಲಿ ದಟ್ ಅಲೋನ್, ಲೈಕ್ ಅದೇ, ಅಲ್ಲೇ, ಹಾಗೆ ಹೇಳ್ತಾರಲ್ಲ, ಲೈಕ್ ದಟ್. In Hindi, wahi, vaisahi, wahi, he, they call it the same thing. Okay, eva is that. Evam we have studied. Katham we have studied. Kada also. Kintu is another word. Kintu means but. Kintu, but. Kintu, but. Rama is here, but Krishna is not here. Ramaha atra asti, kintu Krishnaha nasti. Kintu, but we have. Okay. Then kutaha we have already studied in that list. So those words which have come in the table, I have left out. Leaving out these extra, I am making another separate column So that these things, if you remember, those table can be remembered in a same manner. Okay. Then kutra we covered, but kwa also kutra. Kwa we have covered in previous lesson. So kutra, there itself in the near the kutra, you add the kwa. Kwa or kutra both mean the same. Okay. Then cha. Cha means and. Chakara is and. But its usage is slightly different, but we shall tell. In the sentence we will tell. Cha means and. Chiram. Chiram means for long. Chirakalam we call for long time. Chiram means for long time. Chiram, achiram. Achiram means not long. Achiram means shortly. Chiram for long, after long. Then tataha we have done. Tatra we have studied, included in the list. Tatha also for. Tada is punar. This is a new word. Punaha. Punaha means again. Punaha, I think it is known, I think. Is there? Punaha is again. Then pura. Pura means before. Formerly, long before. Pura kale. Puratana. Pura kalam, puratana. Pura, before. Pura. Like this. So other words we have covered in the tables. And what more? Va. Simple va. Va means athava va. Or, or. Athava va, both mean the same thing. This or that. Ramaha, athava, Ramahava, Ramova, Krishnova. But va can be repeated in Sanskrit. Ramova, Krishnova. Either Rama or either also. Ramova, Krishnova. Either Ramaha or Krishna. When va is repeated 2 times, either or we say. Ramova, Krishnova. Adyava, Shvova. Say. Adyava, Shvova. What does it mean?
Adyava, today or tomorrow.
Either today or tomorrow. Adyava, Shvova. Shvo, Sandhivika. O. Adyava, Shvova. Ramova, Krishnova. Atrava, Tatrava. Atrava, Tatrava. Either here or there. Atrava, Tatrava. Adhunava, Tadava. Like that. Like that. Like va means it means or. Okay. Then vrutha. Vrutha is waste. Vrutha is avyaya. Vrutha, waste. Okay. Then next is shvaha. Shvaha I already covered here, tomorrow. Then sada we already covered. Sarvatra we have covered. Next is sushtu. Sushtu means well, very well. Sushtu, well, means is done very good, very well. Sushtu. But sushtu word in Telugu, they use in a wrong sense. They say, sushtu bonchesadu, means he has eaten well. When he eaten full, stomach full, you call him sushtu is used only for stomach full. Only in that, in Telugu they use. Sushtu bonchesadu, means sushtuga tinnadu, means he has well, very well eaten. But sushtu means well. Very well. Okay. Then he. He means oh, sambodhana. Li in Kannada we call the same thing. Then hyaha, yesterday. I think all other things have covered. So we have made the tables, the list. Other than the list, these are the left out. If you make these few lists, I think Parashya has not come. Parashvahal, he has not covered. We have added 2. He covered only 3. These 3 he has covered, Bhandarkar. These 2 I had added. Here also, iti, iva, eva, kintu, punaha, pura, sushtu. Or he, one more he added, he. Isn't it? He. Okay. These are all avyayas. So if this much you remember, and the table and this list separately I made it. So the table, there is an order. Is it easy to remember? Because there is an order, there is a logic in it. Here also there is some kind of logic in timing. But here there is no logic. They are all isolated, unconnected. So you have to just to read them, repeat them. And some of them are already known. I think iti is known, kintu is popular in Hindi, punaha is known, pura, sushtu, he, some are known also. Okay, now today's time up. So next, I'll tell you a little bit and tell tomorrow. In Sanskrit, there are 2 sets of verbs, 2 kinds of verbs. not two kinds of verbs. We can say that, let us say like this. I'll wipe out and tell you. At the end of the Kriya Pada, we have used tista, titaha anti, ti tas anti, si taha. These are called Purusha Pratyayas. Means they are used present tense Pratyayas, not only present, for others also. These are the Pratyayas to be added to the verbs. So here, these Pratyayas are two types. One is Parasmai Pada, another is Atmane Pada. So what we have studied, Ti, Tas, Anti are Parasmai Pada. In Sanskrit, there are Atmane Pada. There are two sets of terminations, two sets of Purusha Pratyayas. Te, Ite, Ante. Okay, etc. Earlier Parasmai Pada was Ti, Tas, Anti. Here Te, Ite, Ante. See, it has changed. Now, etc. in all others are there. Incomplete. I am not giving now, we will learn later. So there are two sets of suffixes added to the verbs. So depending upon the suffixes, verbs also are divided. There are some verbs take only Parasmaipadi Pratyayas, they make Parasmaipadi verbs. Some verbs take only Atmanepadi Pratyayas and become Atmanepadi verbs. And there are some verbs take both. So they have got two forms. Parasmaipadi also, Atmanepadi also. Then what happens? We call them Ubhayapadi. Okay, note down. Parasmaipadi. Parasmaipadi. And then Atmane. And Ubhaya. Okay. So, Parasmai Pratyayas we have studied. Now, Atmanepadi we are going to study in this chapter. So, these Atmanepadi, so some verbal roots in all the 10 conjugations, in all Dashaganas, in all 2000 verbal roots in the Sanskrit language, they are divided into 10 ganas we have told. In each gana, there are some dhatus, in each gana, even Prathama gana, Dvitiya gana, every gana. In every gana, some dhatus take only Parasmaipadi Pratyayas and they form like Ti, Tas, Anti, Ti, Taha, Anti. And some verbs take only Atmanepadi, they become Te, Ite, Ante. And there are some verbal roots, they take both. That means they form two forms. One is Parasmaipada form, another is Atmanepada. That means it has got two forms in two ways. So that's why it is called Ubhayapadi. Now, what is this? Why this division? They say in very, very ancient days, we don't know when it happened, how long ago it was, Parasmaipadi was used. When Parasmaipadi Pratyaya, suffix was used to the verb, that work, that kriya, that action indicated by the verb was meant for others, when you are doing for others. Okay, Atmanepadi means when that kriya, that action, you are doing it for yourself. How is that? Like in Indian languages, even now we have. See, padhna, padhlena in Hindi call. Maduvadu, madikolluvudu. Allave? Maduvadu, madikolluvudu. So, in Hindi, karna, karlena, we call it. Karna is doing. Karlena, apne liye karlena, for oneself. Dekhna, dekhlena. Dekhlo means ninagoskara nodu, hage. Nodikolluvudu. Noduvadu, nodikolluvudu, hage. Like that, this there in Indian languages. So, but in English we don't have it. For everything, seeing. See, in English it doesn't have this Parasmaipadi, Atmanepadi. They say English is closer to Sanskrit. But Indian language is more closer in some places. Some places English is far away. See, only they take one or two words, they say English is closer to Sanskrit and the Indian languages are. But some places in Indian languages are much closer and English is far away. Why don't they look at this? See, that's why we should compare and see. Okay. So, like this many places, when you are cooking, it is easy. When you are cooking for others, cooking for yourself. ಕುಕ್ಕಿಂಗ್ ಫಾರ್ ಯೋರ್ಸ್, ಕುಕ್ಕಿಂಗ್ ಫಾರ್ ಏನಂటే ಅದಕ್ಕೇನು ಹೇಳ್ತಾರೆ ಕನ್ನಡದಲ್ಲಿ ಅಡಿಗೆ ಮಾಡುವುದು ಮಾಡಿಕೊಳ್ಳುವುದು. ಆತ್ಮನೇ ಫಾರ್ ಒನ್ ಸೆಲ್ಫ್, ಪರ ಅದರ್, ಪರಸ್ಮೈ ಫಾರ್ ಅದರ್ಸ್, ಆತ್ಮನೇ ಫಾರ್ ಒನ್ ಸೆಲ್ಫ್, ಉಭಯ ಫಾರ್ ಬೋತ್. ಸೊ ದೇ ಸೇ ವೆನ್ ದಿಸ್ ಪ್ರತ್ಯಯ ವಾಸ್ ಯೂಸ್ಡ್, ಆತ್ಮನೇಪದಿ, ಹಿ ಈಸ್ ಡೂಯಿಂಗ್ ಫಾರ್ ಹಿಮ್ಸೆಲ್ಫ್. ಭೋಜನ್ ಕರ್ಲೇನಾ, ಅಪ್ನೆ ಆಪ್, ತನಗೋಸ್ಕರ ತಾನು ಮಾಡಿಕೊಳ್ಳುವುದು ಹಾಗೆ. ಸೊ it is there in Hindi, in Kannada, in Telugu, probably Tamil also is there. Oh, you are not familiar with Tamil. You never lived in Bangalore?
No.
Oh, that's why you don't know. I think in Mysore also there may be many Tamilians.
No,
Less one. Only Bangalore alone contains many, because being a capital city, many Tamilians have come. Okay, so only those who lived in Bangalore know this Tamil expression. But Hindi it is there. Marathi also. Karne karun ghene. Karlena ghene, that karun ghene ide. So jaldi dekh lo, ಇದೆ ಸರ್, dekh lo apne. So ಅದು ಆತ್ಮನೇ ಪದ ಆಯಿತು. But lo we add the separate word we add in Indian language, but in Sanskrit only pratyaya is there. Okay, so certain verbs, when Atmanepada add, it takes only Atmanepada. It doesn't have Parasmanepada form. Some roots have got only Parasmanepada, it doesn't have Atmanepada form. But some has got both. So this meaning of doing for oneself and doing for others had existed long before. We don't know when it existed. But later time, what happened is the Atmanepada is used in the sense of Parasmanepada, Parasmanepada is used in the sense of Atmanepada. When both the verbs are used in both the padas, then these days it looks that what is the point in having Parasmanepada, Atmanepada, when both of them have the same meaning? Nowadays it looks that it is a waste. Why unnecessarily making Sanskrit complicated? Because when both the verbs are used in both the senses. But it was there at one time, we don't know when it was, so long before, but it disappeared. I think more than 1,000 years ago it disappeared. This variation different. Even now some places, some people use it. So this Atmanepada has got this meaning, Parasmanepada has this meaning. Even now a few places they use it, but mostly it is gone now. But same verb is used in two ways. Like pachati is ubhaya dhatu. We have learned pachati Parasmanepada, but pachati is Atmanepada. You are cooking for yourself. ಅಡಿಗೆ ಮಾಡುವುದು ಮಾಡಿಕೊಳ್ಳುವುದು. ಪಚತಿ ಅಂಡ್ ಪಚತೆ, ಪಚತೆ both are there, like that. So this is the thing. So in this thing, now in the 9 chapters we have learnt only Parasmanepada. Now we are learning Atmanepada. So he gives like this also. Again the Sanskrit roots are again 10 ganas, the same taking gana pratyaya, same undergoing that gunadesha, avridya, all that is same. Only thing is purusha pratyaya differ. Remaining all is same. He starts giving one by one word. You can say Iksha. One just example I give. Iksha means to see. Ikshanam. Prekshanam. Ikshanam. Iksha prathama gana. Therefore A takes gana pratyaya. Te ite ante. Ikshate. Iksha plus ite guna comes. Ikshayate. Ikshante. Ikshate, ikshayate, ikshante, ikshase, ikshayate, ikshadve, ikshe, ikshava, iksha. This we'll tell later. I think anything is difficult. Therefore, he starts his routine method, easy method. First, he doesn't use dvivachana, bahuvachana later. He says ikshate, ikshase, ikshe. That's all. Say that. Ikshate, ikshase, ikshe. Like that. Iksha is seeing. Only this much. So it is easy to remember. Dual and plural will come in the next chapter. But in the chapter, iksha, ksha, I forgot it. Ikshate, I forgot to write it. Ikshate, ikshase, ikshe. You take vanda. Vanda means vandanam. Vandanamu Raghunandana. He says vandanamu. So vandana is there. So vanda is the dhatu. So vandate, vandete, vandante. Vandase, vandete, vandadve, vande, mataram, They say Vande Vandavahe Vandamahe. Vande Mataram. So is Vande is there. So Vande is there. Ikshe, like Aham Uttam Purusha. So Vande is known. Atmanepada we learned through Vande Mataram. So somewhere these familiar songs and proverbs and shlokas, Mulaka, if you teach, you hear Sanskrit is so easy, already familiar to us. So Vande Mataram, through Vande you learn this thing. Okay. That Gachami, I told you for Buddham Sharanam Gachami. Here Vande is here. Like that. So few more words are there. Time is already up. So we will cover these words tomorrow. Okay. Atmanepadi, only singulars we learn. And Bahuvachana next chapter. Then Dvivachana next chapter. Like that he covers. I think Vande, he is giving the same example. Say Vande, Vandase, Vande, Vandate. Vande, Vandase, Vandate. He is giving the first example. Say thing. So E, Se, Te. The pratyaya is see te, se, and e. Vanda plus te, vandate. A is gana pratyaya. Eka prathama gana. Vandate, vandase, vanda plus e, vande. That's all. E is guna to explain. That's all. Vandate, vandase, vande. Vandate, he salutes. Vandase, you salute. Vande, I salute. I do namaskar. That's all the meaning. Like that, few more words we will see. And then some nouns also. Then the sentences, like usually sentences practice. Sanskrit to English, English to Sanskrit. Because he gives you plenty of practice. That's the good thing is, whatever few words you learn, he gives you plenty of practice so that you see the sentences directly. And you understand the correct usage of it. And then you can make sentences and easy to remember also. Most of the granthas, they'll give you 1 or 2 sentences alone and just to proceed. Lot of vocabulary, you forget the vocabulary and you don't know how to use them. And sentences also you can't do them. Very little practice. Here you see 50 sentences for each chapter. 25 from Sanskrit to English, 25 from English to Sanskrit. That way he gives a very good one. So this is the 2 chapters. In 2 chapters he covers Atmanepadi. Then the next chapter, 12th chapter, he covers the passive voice. Because passive is very common in Sanskrit. Passive is very common. If you know the passive, I think half of the Sanskrit is over. You can just manage Sanskrit. Passive voice is most important. Commonly used. Sanskrit is, you can say Sanskrit is a commonly passive voice. So these 3 chapters, 2 chapters Atmanepadi and 1 chapter passive voice. Once we learn 3 chapters, you can see that I think avyayas, common avyayas we have covered it. And then most thing, I think with this thing I can speak to you. You will understand Sanskrit. I can just speak to you. With these 3 chapters, you can start understanding. The other chapters will add more, make it much more easy. But with these 3 chapters, as I speak, you can understand. Okay. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Harihi Om Shri Gurubhyo Namaha. Harihi Om Tat Sat.